Here we're going to show you the convenience of this app for recording startup and commissioning and service records, and to help guide you through the process. So here we open the app. You're going to need your camera enabled because your camera is very useful in helping document things as well as auto filling the form. So first we're going to go record our first job. You can also hit the plus button for adding a new job. And so you can enter a job number as well as the customer name in the same place here, or just the customer name if you wish. So I'm just going to type something random like John Wesley, and then you have to put in your address. We're just gonna go 29 Young, well, whatever, Toronto, and you can optionally add your zip code, the full address if you want. And as you see, this job form is very short because it automatically generates the job, the commissioning form or service form, based on the type of job you're doing and the fuel type and the equipment type. So it guides you through the steps and guides you through the steps in recording everything. So we're going to select for this one new installation, and for the job description we're going to do startup commissioning, and building type, that would be like a residential. And you can enter your square footage because when you're doing air conditioning you now have to record your square footage. And then you can enter your date. Here's your installation date, here's your startup date. If you select service, this will be your service date here. And then you enter your company information, company name, TSSA number, field safety registration number, your phone number. Here you have upload certificate. If you open that, you can, I'm just going to show you, you can open your camera, you can take a picture of your certificate and it will automatically enter the details into the form. And I'll show you, I don't want to upload mine for privacy reasons, but I will upload some data so you can see how it automatically fills in the form. So here we have field type. You can do main type plus backup field. For this one we're just going to do a main field type, so we're going to select natural gas, and as you can see it generates fields now for natural gas that you can fill in. And then if you scroll down to equipment information, I'm going to select here, we're going to select a furnace. And then I want to just scroll down here. It adds fields and a checklist for specifically for a furnace. Now we're going to scroll down here. I just want to show you that default it's set to single stage, but if you actually take a picture of the rating plate, it will automatically fill in the fields. So I'm gonna go upload photo, but we're gonna open our camera. I'm gonna take this off and we're gonna take a picture here of the rating plate. Now when you take a picture of the rating plate, you can see it will you'll have proof that it's certified correctly as well. So we're going to do a picture, we're going to upload this picture, and you're going to watch. It's going to fill in the form automatically here. Now as you can see, it recognizes the manufacturer name. It filled in the model number, it filled in the serial number, it filled in the voltage, the amperage, and if you scroll down to the stage type, it recognized that it's multi-stage, and it entered in the BTU values for low stage BTU input, output, and now you have, it sets up fields for your manifold pressure. You can upload a photo of, so you can take or upload a picture of your manometer, which is what you use to measure your gas pressure, and when you upload it, it will automatically transfer the data to the corresponding field, and you will have your field auto-populated. and it transfers it, and then we're going to upload the Hvac one as well. And these are actually real jobs I did, so it's uploading real measurements that I took. So this is the Hvac one, and let's see here a little bit. Now it automatically transfers the data, as you can see. And now you have your return temperature and your supply temperature. You can also put thermometers in the ductwork and take pictures of those, and it'll automatically transfer the data. But for this case, this particular installation I did, those numbers are actually displayed on the board. So I'm going to just upload some of those to show you how it transfers the data. So you can take the picture on the thermometer, and because this here doesn't have Fahrenheit or Celsius, it doesn't transfer those numbers. If you take the picture off the board like I did here, you have to enter Fahrenheit or Celsius manually. Now I'm going to upload again. We're going to upload the return temperature or the supply temperature. So that was 106, and as you can see, if you look down on the left there, the delta T is 43, but we don't have to enter that. It automatically calculates that. So you're going to see once it uploads here, it does automatic transfer. It automatically calculated the delta T. You can see that here. So then we can do high. I'm gonna upload the photo for the Hvac. That is in, I believe, and we're just gonna pick some in here. So we're gonna go like that, and now I'm gonna upload the. So yeah, we're gonna upload that, which is ready. And now you can see it automatically calculated the delta T. And here you have your checklist. But first we're gonna go make sure everything else is correct. So here you have here also your ambient CO. You can also take a picture of your CO detector, the numbers on it, and it will automatically transfer those numbers into the field. And the other places, some of these are optional, whether you want to measure the amperage or whether you don't want to measure it. Like for furnaces, I normally don't. If I would measure, it would be if you detect a problem during your service and you'd want to make sure that's all correct. And here you can upload optional photos of your equipment installation. Again, you go like that. You can open your camera, just take pictures. You probably want to take a picture of your installation further back, and then also of your gas tag. And you could also take a picture of the inspection status once Enbridge has done that. You want to make sure your line is purged. And then for your venting, here you have your venting size and type. So for here, this is 2-inch 6 PVC. So I would enter that, and then your equivalent length, and then you want to check off that your venting termination meets your code. You can also do an optional take a picture here. It gives you an optional picture. All these pictures here are suggested photos. It's up to you what you actually use, and if you don't want to use some fields, you can just type in NA for not applicable. I have made all the fields so that you don't have to enter numbers. Like some forms, it's you can't enter anything but a number. These ones here you can. So you want to check, okay, the pressure test tag is there, all the leak tests, required leak tests have been done. You check that off, you enter your filter type. This, for example, is 1 by 16 by 25, and it's electrostatic. So I'm just gonna electrostatic, and the filter was clean when it was installed. And we've checked the fan so it's operating correctly. We've checked the electric connections. We've checked the venting for obstructions. We've checked the pressure switch. Those are all things we do, but this checklist is to guide you through it so that you don't forget anything. And you check your limit switch, test that, check your flame sensor, it's operating, check the drain, make sure the drain is clean, make sure it's installed, and check the thermostat, check ignition system. You select what type of ignition it is. This one here is hot surface. Was this used for construction heat? Yes. And then the equipment status, you can add any notes down here. What I do is, if there was another company that installed another gas appliance that you didn't install, I would note that here, and I would take a picture of it and take a picture of their gas tag so you can prove that it was installed by another company. You didn't do that. Here you can add more equipment. So if you add more equipment, it opens up a form for the next piece of equipment. And so here we can do, if I do water heater, oh wait, this is natural gas. Okay, so now if I select water heater, and let me look. Wait, I'm gonna select instantaneous water heater. If you select water heater, it'll ask you if you have a draft hood. If there's a draft hood, it'll ask for combustion analysis. Now, a lot of the new instantaneous water heaters here will ask for, for the commissioning, it'll ask you to do combustion analysis, right? So here you can do your combustion analysis and upload the PDF, and you can do that at you can email it to yourself, download it on your phone, upload it, or you can upload it at a later date, because these can be done later. But you can also just take a picture of it. And right now I believe I have saved one here just for the demonstration. Yeah, so here we have this, and I'm going to upload a picture of it, and you're going to see it's going to transfer the data to the correct fields. Okay, so there you go. It transferred the data to the correct fields there, and it saves a picture as evidence that you did it. And again, I'm not going to do the rating plate on this one because I did it on the previous one to show you how it works. You do fill out your venting, your piping tubing size. At the beginning of the form is the information for the main pipe size and all that, and you just add for the appliances, and then it gives you a customized checklist for an instantaneous water heater. So you check those off, and as you're going through that, you make sure that you do that, and then you check it off, and you check drain, and mixing valve is installed. That's something that's for a water heater, not for a furnace. So all this is specific to each appliance type. And then you check to make sure the pressure relief has a pipe attached. Yes. You check the ignition system, ignition type. This one that I'm looking at now, which it has a spark ignition, so I select spark. And then you can add additional photos and comments if you feel like there's anything you should add, but usually your main equipment photos are good. And then here I'm going to show you how to add a appliance for rough-in, right? If you're only doing a rough-in, so you go yes, you select your fuel type, natural gas, and for this one we're going to select maybe a barbecue, because a lot of them just get roughed in. So what I'm going to do is it creates a checklist for it, but if you scroll down and you select the equipment status here where it says pass, if you go to rough and only, it closes off the part of the form that you don't need. So then here you have pressure test tag is attached, all leak tests have been performed, all required leak tests have been performed. You can do your estimated BTU value. So we're gonna go like that. Okay. And then what I would recommend doing for pictures is you would take a picture of your manifold where it's attached, and then you take a picture of your termination where it is capped off, right? And then you would, let me see, I was just looking to see if it has rough and only. Oh, so here where it says rough and only, now it gives you uh, an additional installation status. So then you check off line cap, no equipment present. That's for your safety, so that you can say there was no barbecue there, and for your protection. And then you can add more notes here. You can continue to add equipment for up to 7 pieces of equipment. I'm just going to go back here a little bit. So in the main area here, we did just main or single field type. If you do, let's say you do, you can add dual field backup. It'll create separate fields for the secondary, for the backup equipment, right? And so you have selections where you can do, let's say, air to air heat pump, and then you can do electric backup or natural gas backup or propane backup, and it'll generate fields for those specific field types as your backup as well. And here I want to show you that if you select propane, then it adds an additional checklist for the propane, so that you can check off here the appliance has been converted to propane, and that the manufacturer certified LP conversion kit has been used. So this is just a brief demonstration. I will probably do some more in the future, but it's just giving you the idea of the app and how it makes things convenient. And then we're just going to go and record this job. So now it's been saved, and so now you can, from your main dashboard, you'll see your recent jobs, and for you can click on history, and then if you click on your job here, you can choose to edit it. You can choose to download the PDF, which will give you a printed copy of your main form, and then or you can choose to export the complete package, which you can then send to your computer, so that when you get audited, or if you need it for any uh, for your customer or for a court to protect yourself, that you have that file with all the pictures and the PDF document proving what you did. So that's it for now. I will probably add some more information later.